Welcome back to poker.
Woohoo! So we're moving on to our fourth game that we're going to learn, and it's a no peeky game, which means you're not allowed to look at your cards after they've been dealt, and it's a little bit different than the others. You are still using 7 cards, and you're going to make your best hand using the best 5 of the 7 cards. So to begin with, we all ante.
Ante up.
Woo! Pot's right. Okay, so because Justin is to the left of the dealer, which I know is a long way around, but he will get dealt first, and I deal 7 cards facing down.
Yes, everybody gets all their cards at the beginning of the game face down.
7 cards.
And you must resist the temptation to look at them.
That's right.
You can shuffle them if you like. That is something that is perfectly fine. Some people might disagree, but we say that it's okay. Shout out to Uncle Jerry.
Woohoo! So, because in this game we don't know what anyone has and no one has the best hand at the table, to decide who goes first, it's actually to whoever is to the right of the dealer, which in this case is Justin. So Justin will begin first.
So, what I want to do is call my own wild. So I sit here, I look at what is across the table, which is nothing, and I try and predict what my card is. So I'm going to say 7. Not a 7. But it stops there because now I have the highest hand. Once somebody gets the highest hand, everybody stops and betting commences. So I have a 10. Not that great, but just for educational purposes, since I have the highest hand, I might decide 5 cents.
5 cents.
There you go. Now Jackie would go, and she is going to draw until she can beat my 10.
Right. So one thing that's really sort of a nice thing to do so that people at the table don't get mad is to pull the card up and away from you so that you're not peeking at it before you call your number if you get lost in your own head. So I'm going to say 3. But I did beat Justin's 10 with my ace, so I stop. I feel like that's pretty good. I'd like to bet 5 cents, but I don't have 5 cents, so I'm going to make some change. And I'm going to put that guy in there, and then I'm going to bet my 5 cents. All right.
So that is perfectly acceptable to make change from the pot, or you can ask your fellow players.
Right.
So, perfect.
So now
Now it's my turn again. I have to beat Jackie's ace, and I have to keep flipping until I beat that ace without any bets. So I'll say my card is going to be a 3.
Oh.
Nope. So I still just have a 10 high. Doesn't beat her ace. So I'm going to go 3. Oh. Okay. Still doesn't happen. So I'm going to say an 8. Oh. So
Justin's going to get out of this game cheap.
yeah. This game can get a little expensive, but it's nice to get out cheap sometimes. So I'm going to say 8. Oh, so now I have a pair of 10s. So action's on me. Now, as you can see, I only have 2 cards left. Jackie's got a whole stack there. I have only got a pair and no wilds. So I'm looking, it's looking pretty grim for Justin right now. So I'm going to check on that.
And I'll check too. So now it's my turn, and I have to beat Justin's pair of 10s. Nobody has called a wild correctly yet, so
Yes, Coco,
we
you're
keep
correct.
going. All right. So I'm going to say, and when I'm calling my wilds, I also look at what's come up already because the likelihood of
A 10
it
coming up is way less.
Right. So I'm going to say 7. Hey! I did it. Okay, that's exciting. So because I called a 7 and I got this exact card, only this exact card is wild. Not any other 7s that I pull up unless I accurately call them as well. So right now, I have a pair of aces, which beats Justin's pair of 10s. So I stop flipping cards and I'm going to bet a quarter.
Now, I would probably get out of this game, but I'm going to call it just to kind of see where it goes, you know, just so that you guys can see where it goes. Maybe I get lucky. Maybe I call.
We'll find out.
All right, so she's got a 7, 10, 8. Oh.
But you have 2 pair.
I have 2 pair. So that does beat yours. So it's still looking pretty grim for the J-Man. So I'm going to do the thing and check. That's not somebody at the door.
Knocking. All right.
Coco's
sorry,
putting in
Coco.
her 5 cents as well.
Quiet down. I'll get the spray bottle. All right. So. All right. Sorry about that. Had to spray the dog. Okay. So. Okay. So now it's my turn. Justin checked. I have the option if I want to check or to raise. Justin is looking pretty good over here. The likelihoods of him getting a full house is pretty good, even though he's only got 1 card left. So, you know what? Instead of raising it like I could if there was maybe other people playing and I have a lot of cards left, I'm just going to check just to keep him in the game. Now it's my turn, and I have a pair of aces, and I need to beat Justin's 2 pair. So, ooh, I almost flipped that, but I didn't.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
Okay. 2. Oh!
She's a machine.
Woo! Okay, so now I have 3 of a kind, which beats Justin's. So I'm going to stop flipping, and I'm going to bet 25 cents.
All right. Well, I would totally fold at this point, but let's see what happens. All right. Here we go. Justin for the win. An 8. So now that I have officially not been able to beat Jackie with all my cards, I am out of the game. So if there were other people still playing that had cards, then the betting would go on between them, but I got out of the game. Sometimes it's really fun and easy to get out of the game cheap because it can get expensive.
So that actually ends our game, but if there were other people in the game, you would continue flipping and calling your own wilds until either all of the cards at the table have been flipped or everyone has
gone out.
Folded or lost. So that's Call Your Own Wild, No Peeky. And that's the end of this video, and we're going to teach you the last and 5th game, another variation of No Peeky, and it's called Baseball.